It was negative grapevine. 1758 now. There's a little bit of the tech zapper still going. But I'm very, very unhappy because, first of all, I found an extra vitamin in my medicine box that I've never bought before. Someone's playing a mind game. And my Star of David, which is a really fancy looking necklace and it has the star and the little symbol, is missing. I just happened to notice on Mayim's post, which I'm not technically Jewish, but it was one of the things I was very drawn to. So some of the things and some of the books I was reading and honoring that. And I didn't wear it very often, but I wore it in my videos. You'll notice it last week. So if I know someone's up my rear far enough that they know what happened to it. And I had kept it right here beside this, on this nightstand hook for a long time, and I started to move it, and I'm pretty sure that I put it in my fanny pack or my purse. There have been very few people that should have had access to that, unless whoever else has had all my keys when I was locked up and while my house was unlocked. Davey put a different lock on that door. I'm going to change both these locks very soon, just so you know. I'm sure they'll probably get to the lock place before, but I'm at least not going to make it easy for them. And it was about 1739 earlier, the zapper too. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if someone knows what happened to that, that's a very specific necklace that I'm sure no one in this area has one like it. And I haven't been anywhere except the dump and the Dollar General. It might have fallen out. My key fell off the actual key ring thing, because I'd been taking it off and I just put it on the clip and it seemed to be on there good, and somehow it fell off, but I saw that happen. So if my necklace is somewhere else, and I'm going to look in the truck real thoroughly too, if someone else knows, you better tell, because I have evidence that it hasn't been that long ago that I wore it on here. It's on one of these videos. This just makes me determined, because sometimes things happen, it falls in between a crack, and it's not anybody's fault. But this that has been happening to me has been nothing but one big mind game, so I shouldn't even have to wonder. Do you know what I'm saying? They put the doubt. They've had me live in fear. They are a terrorist. Not everybody in my business. Somebody's got to be playing good cop. I want to identify. I want you to get Chris King to see who's in my business. And if they say that there's something wrong with me that I don't know, you'll see. You'll see all that evaporate, and you will never doubt me again. Well, maybe sometimes, because I am a weirdo. But other than that, they played on all of my faults and quirkiness and made it into something it totally wasn't. And then they did keep pissing me off, and you all probably only see a fraction of me venting, which is a very unbalanced picture. The people that were locked up with me unmedicated and saw me take a bunch of shit and threats and never snap on anyone, you don't fake that for 9 months unmedicated and then a very mild amount, not even a psychotic medication, nothing like that, just something to take the edge off, like a notch above Benadryl, is all I was ever on at the mental hospital, and I was the best behaved patient there and the highest score on all the tests. So you tell me, who has something to hide? There's no substitute for that direct experience, so you kind of messed up. It was wrong that you kept me locked up, but you messed up because too many people experience what it was like with me face to face. When I can address someone doing things, and some of that was set up too, I'm sure, because some of those mental patients didn't know those things about me, the things they said, but I knew it wasn't their fault, so it was a lot easier to deal with in that situation, because I knew if anything went too far, I knew for sure they were under surveillance there. Guess what? They said it's too hard to roll the cameras back unless it's something really big. I know I'm under some kind of surveillance here without someone acknowledging officially, but I've had enough people acknowledge it that I know I'm right. Don't you ever say that I'm the one looking for trouble. I want my life back. It's never going to be the same. I will never know, because even if it goes away right now without some kind of official disclosure, and maybe even with disclosure, I'm never going to know when it's going to come back, because someone has all my private information, access to all my documents, to just crap on my whole entire life. And if it is the other girl, one of the other girls that has a sister with my maiden name that Davey dated, and they tried to make it look like it was something it wasn't, whether it's her or someone using her, I'm not saying for sure it's her. I'm saying I know that this has happened and multiple documents have been forged, and conveniently they have all these same names in a circle, and I want to know why. Why did so many things just get brushed off when I have proof of all these things being forged? Why? And people that have had me arrested have admitted things were changed on paperwork. Why?